wasn't listening.
I don't know. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, what?
Fiona was tuning you out.
I'm just making sure my mic's on because I went potty. So.
Lindsay was begging for you to
Went to the
listen,
poll.
and I kept saying,
Yeah.
leave her alone.
I ain't-
I'll
Validation,
listen.
Leave her alone.
I'll listen.
Okay, well,
I'll
now
listen
we'll
to
bring it
anything
up.
you say.
I was at the end of the last podcast. Matt and I were back and forth about Danny DeVito being the new Captain America. I think it's a great casting. I think it should happen. And that segued in my brain into a TikTok you showed me about Chris Evans, where I was like, just like accepting that Chris Evans allegedly is, according to this TikTok, white passing. Now, I only know about the internet background about that. Obviously, it's not factually true. So,
I didn't know why
you linked this.
I don't know why you used the word allegedly. Like, it could be true.
Allegedly.
I don't know what
I want the joke to continue, but I know that we have to
But
address
yeah,
the
like
facts
logic
here. Exactly,
stops you. Yeah, I
if
get
you
it,
really
I get
can't,
it.
you know, yeah. If I have to explain that joke to you, all right.
Essentially was a TikTok about Chris Evans. It was a black woman explaining how Chris Evans is white passing, is a light-skinned man,
What?
and then that Chris's name is called Chris Jamal Quantavious Evans.
Yes, that was my favorite part. It was his long name. I'm like, oh my god, goodness.
And that TikTok's really, really fucking funny. Because the comments were very funny too. Love it. Love that.
I just remember you.
And then it led into the conversation that you got mistaken for the brother of a light skinned man.
I don't view that, and you love that.
Oh, I loved it. I was like, wait, you're telling me you got mistaken? It must have been the hair or something, or maybe the features. I immediately texted Kayla.
I told you that I was bewildered by, and I didn't know what you were talking about, and you kept saying Chris Evans is white passing, and I kept going, what are you talking about?
Excuse me?
What the hell are you talking about? Can you explain that TikTok? And
TikTok's the new Vine.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
it kinda is,
oh
yeah.
my God, I forgot this happened. But Fiona, I'm so glad you're here. I can tell you about this. I told you this, I don't know, earlier this week. And this happened to me like a week ago, not that long ago at all. But I went to get fast food at a drive-thru, and I got to the window, and there was a young black girl. She was probably under 20. And she goes, and I'm wearing my mask at the drive-thru, and I wasn't wearing a hat. I don't remember how my hair was, but she goes, oh, your food's coming right out. Also, I think I know your brother. And I go, excuse me? And she says, do you have a brother? And I said, yeah, you don't know him. Like, you know, I'm already older than I'm sure she thinks I am. My brothers are older than me. I'm the only person in my family there's no way in a billion years this girl knows anyone from my family. So I just go, no, you don't know them. And she goes, how do you know I don't know them? And I said, well, are they in their 40s and living in New Jersey? And she just stared at me and went, oh, I guess not. And I'm like, okay. And that I thought was the end of the conversation. And she goes, there's just this guy who comes here all the time. There's like this light-skinned black guy that comes here, and you have the same hair as him, and I thought you guys were brothers. And I just went, nope. And then you like exploded when I told you that. And I just went, I don't.
It's like, to me, it's like, wait, what? And then you kind of add things together, and I was like, I gotta text Kayla. This is something I need to text Kayla about. And immediately I was like, you're not gonna believe this. Someone mistaked Michael for a light-skinned black man. I need you to know. Like, and I texted, so funny. I can understand it to a degree. It's just funny.
I can't understand it. As me, I can't understand it.
I know you
I've been
can't.
for a while. It does not
I
track.
know you can't.
It threw me
it
for
might
a
have been
loop.
the hair. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe it's some of your features or something. But I was like,
I don't know.
oh my God, that's so fucking funny.
That came
That
at
is
the
so
end.
funny.
Like, again, that was like the button on the end of like, oh, do you have a brother?
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
And then at the end, she's just like, yeah. I thought that was your brother. And I just went, what?
Sure, right?
What?
What?
I can only assume Kayla had the same reaction or a similar reaction to like, excuse me.
Yeah, she said, oh, so what happened was, so I'm gonna pull it up because it's really funny. Essentially, what happened was I sent that to her, and then she's like, wait, what? Like she was confused, right?
Yeah.
And then I didn't reply. And then the next day she's like, you have to explain to me why someone mistook, I don't know.
Mistook?
Fucking
Yeah.
thought Michael
Mistooken.
fucking thought Michael was a light-skinned black man. I had to explain it to her. I had to explain the story. And she was like, that's wild. So funny.
Polar opposite. We've usually had instances online we've talked about before where someone will send us a picture of like generic white man. They're like, it looks just like you, Michael. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, that happens
yes.
to I think everyone
Yeah.
about everything.
Matt looks like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is what Kayla said. Kayla said with really big LOL, like lol, and then she said, I want to see that man.
It's a fair point. Like, I think we all kind of at heart want to see that man. Like,
Because, I texted, I was like, Kayla, Michael got mistaken for a black light-skinned man and I'm losing it. And she said, what? By whomst?
Oops is right, yeah.
And then
That's how upset she was.
And then I didn't answer. And then she was like, who thought Michael was black? Like, she's like, really trying to get it.
me. That's great.
Yeah, so funny. So
You should go back and ask for like evidence. Like, take a picture.
yeah, I'm
next
like,
time.
give me a picture.
Figure
I want
this
a
out.
picture.
I'll be
Well,
honest,
just
it was awkward just like when she goes, I know your brother. And I was just like, I was just hit with like, oh, you don't. And I know you, here we go. And I'm just like,
Yeah, right.
I assure you don't. And then it became, how do you know? And I'm just going, oh no.
Yeah.
I thought that was the
no,
most
right.
awkward part of the conversation. And then she ended it with a zing. And I just couldn't believe it.
What if you go?
I'll be honest, Fiona, it was so wild, I completely forgot about it until that moment when you were talking about it.
know.
And I went,
you
oh!
probably.
It like flooded back to me because I just,
Brain blast.
I drove home going, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Like I didn't
Neutron
even,
moment.
by the time I got home, I already forgot. I didn't even tell Lindsay. I was just like, it just went out of my brain.
Oh my god.
I just like couldn't,
Yeah, you tuck it away.
I must have just been like, and then I started eating on the way home.
Right.
I had my drive home cheeseburger, and I just kept, I went,
Yeah.
so good. And then I got home, and how was the drive? How was how was it? And Lindsay always likes to say, how was it out there? That's usually what they
Okay.
say.
How was it?
Yeah.
Like, come back
and,
from
and
war.
I'm sure I went,
Brother.
nothing unusual.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks for the number one.
completely ignoring what happened.
I forgot so
Could you
quickly.
funny.
could you be like, the last time I was here, you really made me think. So I confronted my mom, and I do have a brother.
There you go.
I,
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know about him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not
You
do
helped
that,
me.
Matt.
I'm
Oh
gonna,
yeah, no.
Hey,
It's really,
why don't you
really
not
opening
do this?
you up to a lot
What
more.
I want to do is I want to go back with you and then go, this is the guy. Was this
is the
him?
guy that I want to see
talking
the
about?
face. I want to see the face.
Christ.
If I drive up with you, she'll be like, "Oh, is that your sister?"
Yes. Before she even finishes, like, oh, yes.
I don't.
Yes,
The thing about it when I told you that was when I told you the girl at the window was black. You went, "A black person said this?"
Well, yeah. 'Cause
That
it blew me away. I was like, it must have been a white person, right? Who like made,
Understandable.
because I would be like, no way. And then you said it was a black woman. I was like, oh my god. Then that guy must actually look like you. Like, you know what I
find
mean?
that
I'm
guy.
like,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
guy
Like,
must look like you.
Who are you?
Maybe you have
wanna
a
get to the
similar
bottom of it, you know?
forehead or something. I don't know.
The forehead, maybe
eyes,
like the
maybe.
lips,
Maybe
the
I had the mask
something.
on. She couldn't see.
Yes,
I had
You had the mask
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, so it was
must
all-
have been the
It
eyes.
was like top of the nose,
Eyebrows?
up, and hair. That's all she had to work with.
Elfie.
yeah,
And
maybe.
she
Could've been
still
Elvis.
cracked the case. Figured
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
That's wild.
I went home and I was like,
and like,
yeah.
oh,
Something I don't
man.
We've done your 23andMe. I think we're okay.
I said that to
Is
Fiona.
there
Think we
something
know.
I don't know?
I said that because when I told you and you started going on about it, and I was like, Trust me, I'm exactly what you think I am. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What you see is what you
It's
get.
no surprises.
All right.
maybe if you took off the mask, she'd be like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Drive on, sir. Please. Next in line.
Hey, get out.
Like,
Go.
the other 60% of your
food.
face, she'd be like, "Oh,
I don't know,
never
man.
mind."
I don't
Now-
know.
That's wild.
I've had people tweet us about
Yeah.
like actual people we look like. We mentioned it before. I know Fiona, I don't know how you feel about the artist itself, but I do think you strike a resemblance to Doja Cat, and I like their music. So
Everyone tells
yeah,
me
yeah.
that.
I've seen many of those. Do you have any other celebrities that you get mistaken for or compared to?
Georgia Smith.
I can see that. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people who just have my skin color. Like they'll look like I had a light skinned girl and be like, that looks
Yeah.
like you. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
My
no,
favorite
it
thing
doesn't.
is I always do that. Like again, I don't get it that much, but like anyone with a beard gets it in Achievement Hunter. Like Jack all the time goes, this
Oh,
guy looks
yeah.
just like
Like,
you.
it's a white dude
Because
with
that
a
guy
beard.
has a beard, and I'll always go, well, they're both white. I say that all the time. It's like 9 out of 10 times,
Yeah.
99 out of 100, someone will send a picture of someone that could not look any less similar besides you're the same color and maybe you both have a beard. And even then the beard is
Yeah.
completely different. It's just like people are infatuated with that though, telling you this looks just like you.
Yeah.
They got to send it
Yeah.
to you.
Now, someone who does, I think, look like the person we've compared it to. I'm sorry, Matt, we're gonna make this comparison. I've
Okay.
heard it before, but it's totally true. I think you and Martin Starr are twins.
I was gonna say, yeah, like
personality,
he and
look,
I-
everything.
Starr.
like that's often people like ask like, who do you want to play you in a movie about Achievement Hunter? And I'm like, the guy that looks exactly like me.
Is
Why
that
not?
is that
Party down.
that's Office Jim? Or British Jim, right?
No, I'm talking about
No.
the guy from Party Down and who was also in
He was
Parks and
in-
Rec for a
Can
few
I get
episodes.
He was
a,
in,
can
like,
I get
the-
a
he was the
shot
single
of
dude
can I get a shot on
Yeah.
Matt?
And
real
they brought him
quick?
in because of Party
up?
Down because he was on there with.
I'm looking at Martin
Scott.
Starr right now.
Yeah,
Martin
he was
Starr.
in Black Panther.
This guy.
He was in Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Most
you,
recently,
you
know,
I've seen him
okay,
in
I
a bunch of
kind
shift
of see
commercials.
He has been in a lot of
Yeah.
shit.
Well,
in The Hobbit.
so here's the thing.
Yeah.
I kind of see it, but it's also that thing of like, hey, he's got a beard.
He's got a beard, exactly, and like, admittedly,
And,
in Silicon Valley, he looked a lot more like me.
Well, because he also got the
He's
longer
definitely
hair.
Like him.
I guess that's true. I guess that's
You
true.
almost-
He's-
Same hair
Really?
color. You go for the same cut, although he was shorter on top and Party Down. He has the longer hair now.
true,
Same
he did.
beard, skin tone, glasses as well. For me, it's the delivery of just like lines, and that could be Martin Starr acting. To be fair,
it's true. I do deliver my lines pretty,
you do,
just
yeah.
face.
Deadpan, yeah. Very like lack of that joie de vie. It's gone. Yeah.
That's what the script calls for. to
Same
be
with Martin
fair.
Starr. Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually
Get it.
very cheery.
Yeah, you're typecast. Is what I'm getting at. Yeah, you and Martin both. It's ridiculous.
Hey, we have a meeting about it every once in a while.
Someone once, I've had a lot of comparisons that are just like that of like
He was
white woman,
Watson,
you.
right?
Was he? No, stop it. Stop. Stop. It's a great Martin, but a different one. Each time I'm like, yes, no, hang on. I take you seriously and I shouldn't. Someone once compared me to Britney Spears. That was the best I've gotten. I'm like, that's a lie, but
Really?
thank you very much.
What?
That is a lie and a half.
Was it Jack?
What?
Was
Was it Jack?
Do you mean like best or never?
I'll take any phase of Britney. I'll
Where's
take.
we'll go?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Give me shaved head umbrella Britney. I'll take
Like,
it.
as soon as someone said that, you're like, it's Britney, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, that's
I
right.
don't know.
But I can't shave my head. I'm not gonna do that. No. Weird head.
You could
Who
try.
does Mikey look
Head too
like?
big.
What?
He's the singer of Sum 41. What's his name? Lead singer.
Even that's a bit of a stretch. We have a similar kind of mouth.
You have the same nose.
The guy that
too.
used to be married to Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, can we
before
pull
they
that up?
replaced
What's his
her.
name?
Skater boy.
Yeah.
I don't
Actually,
know
yes.
what his name is. I think his name's Chance Ripley.
Lead singer. Come on, buddy.
Right.
These don't look like either of them. Derek Whibley. Derek Whibley is who you look like.
Derek?
The Wibble?
The Wibbles. I mean, like,
Derek.
you can kind of see some
Why
of the
are you
resemblance
showing
there.
it to
He's
her like
older,
she can
but
see
still.
that?
I'm showing Matt.
Oh, well, I mean, you're pointing.
It did
towards
definitely look
Fiona.
like you were showing
Yeah.
Fiona and I was just there.
Look.
It's definitely the mouth.
The person who,
Right, like,
who
come on. Leave
someone
it-
sent me a
Yeah,
picture
Yeah, like
I
of.
see it a
a
little
lot of
bit.
jaw.
The person
His
who-
nose is off, but
The
Yeah,
most looks like me that we're getting.
All
there.
right.
The most looks like me
Christ.
that I've ever seen was some guy
hear
that
them.
was in a version of Les Miserables.
I'm gonna explode.
And I got sent that picture
2, 4,
nonstop
6,
for like 2 years. And he looked like little
Who
Mikey.
could that be?
The boy who is in love with
Yeah, but there's like 90 versions of it. I don't even remember what
I know what
country
they're
it was
talking
made.
about.
Oh,
in,
it's
whatever.
not like the movie version.
It was the,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
the movie version. That guy go, okay, like that guy kind of looks like me. That's it. Also, they want us gone.
They definitely
Yeah,
do.
that's
5
right
o'clock.
as hell.
501.
Also, I was thinking of Sweeney Todd. You're talking about Les Mis. You nuts.
Do I?
No, I'm
Do I
talking about
leave
Les
the
Mis. I don't know
call
what you're
after
talking
this?
about. What are you saying?
Sweet.
What
Do
we
I
need-
leave the call
What we
after
need you to
this?
do is leave the call and then delete anything you've recorded.
Right.
Your life is from here on.
I'll be honest. I'll
Forget
be
the
honest.
past.
Didn't
Everything
record
before
anything.
Gone.
Oh, you didn't record it? Okay.
Doesn't
well,
exist.
Was
Hey.
not totally
It's bright.
forgot.
Hey, Fiona, mission accomplished.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
This message will self-destruct before it begins. Ba-da,
I kind of hope
ba-da.
everything's
before-
good.
Yeah.
That means they're already
We're
dead.
hardcore.
All right. Well,
If the aliens are watching this, we're dead.
post show's over.
We didn't even talk about the
Dead.
aliens.
Aliens, if you're there, thanks for
Oh,
watching.
man.
You're the best.
Man. you
Thanks for
got
joining
it.
us, Fifi.
Thanks for having me. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Me too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wave at, but
I'm waving towards Fiona,
Can't see the
even though
screen?
she's
Yeah, I
there.
see that. Yeah, I see that you're waving towards me.
I'm all finger guns all the time. Pew pew.
Finger gun.
And end the
buddy.
show.
right.
Oh.
Get the lights out.
Man, they do the
See
whole
you later,
thing.
Space Cowboy.
Matt entered the forever sleep.
Uh-oh, fucky.
Made a fucky wucky.
Yeah.
Again, the forever.